This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.
All right, with that, I will call to order this meeting of the Easthampton Planning Board for Tuesday, October 15th, 2024. We have one member, Ken Iavecchia, remote, and we are recording this meeting. First item on the agenda is public speak. Is there anyone here in the room or online who would like to speak to anything that is not on the agenda? All right, moving right along, we have a couple A&Rs. The first A&R is Brett and Jennifer Roy, 49 Westview Terrace.
Evening.
Mark, good evening. Can I get you to go to the
Podium.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have the plans? Yep, we've all got sets. I'll go to the podium. Which one is the one?
Thank you.
Evening, Mark Reed from Heritage Land Surveying and Engineering. Here representing Brett and Jennifer Roy, who own property at the end of Westview Terrace. They own two lots. One contains their existing house, which is on what is shown on the plan as 18, lot 18, and a undeveloped building lot, wooded, as noted, as 19. So what they were, this plan represents is a conveyance from the existing parcel of land shown on parcel A as parcel A with 20 feet of frontage along Westview Terrace, and parcel B, kind of a swap between the existing house and the undeveloped property. There is noted as not a building lot, so that's 20 feet of frontage. There is a title issue a little bit with the frontage on 19, which relates to city of Easthampton did a taking. As you can see in the front area, it's only a order that was not a deed recorded. It was just through the city. When the estate of Cernak was settled, the estate didn't recognize that unrecorded parcel, so they conveyed it to someone else. So there's two ownerships potentially there. So that way, eventually it's going to have to get cleared up, but this relates, or this allows for the undeveloped lot 19 to have 20 feet of frontage basically on Westview Terrace, and it's noted as not a building lot. And at some point in time, maybe that would get resolved.
Is that for access?
Right. So they do have access to the undeveloped property.
All right, any questions, comments from planning board members?
No.
Member of the public, Ken, questions, comments?
None.
All right,
Motion to endorse the A&R.
I'll second.
all right, voting to endorse the A&R. All those in favor?
Aye.
Ken?
Aye.
Sounds good. And I am conveniently recusing myself from the next one, and so I can get to sign it.
Paper cut dangerous. All right, everyone, let's move on to the next item. Is Jesse's recused himself, Williston's a client. Next we have Williston Northampton School at 2 Payson Lane. Is the applicant here to discuss that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
For the record, Brian Wing from Williston Northampton School is here also tonight. This is a parcel of land that Williston owns on Payson Lane. This section of Payson Lane, because I get confused myself, goes between Park Street and Main Street. It's the one-way section of it. The plan shows parcel A. The Williston does own parcel C, which is at the corner. And they're gonna take out a piece which is noted as parcel B on the plan from parcel C to add it to A. To make that larger, so it's to be conforming for a multifamily use to meet zoning requirements.
I've seen that this is R5. R5 has a 50-foot frontage requirement. Combined here, I'm looking at like 96 on the Payson Lane area for the combined A and B. I'm looking at 93 on parcel C on the Payson Lane area and something over 100 on Park Street. So frontage requirements, it looks like you're good. Any questions or comments from the board?
I had one, just that for parcel C, the ownership that's listed on the plan does not match with what's on the city's GIS database. The GIS database listed, I think it's just I forget the name, but it seemed like a private landowner. Do you have any explanation? I'm assuming yours is accurate, but we just want to make a determination. So when we record it, it's with accurate information.
Right. The city's GIS is not updated.
Okay.
The person that lives in that house has life tendency. So that piece of property was conveyed to Williston, but he still resides in that house and has life tendency to live in that house. So that's why, and I'm not sure why. Maybe he's still getting a tax bill.
Okay, that's fair enough. I just want to make sure when we record it, it's accurate, and
yes,
that sounds reasonable enough to me. I have no actual questions on the details. Those all look good.
Good.
Just for my clarification, the multifamily threshold is 7,500 square feet per piece of property. Is that the threshold you're trying to get over to make it a multifamily?
In R5.
In R5.
Yes, it requires 7,500 for a duplex.
Driver. Okay. Understood.
Any further questions from the board? Ken?
None.
So I'll be looking for a motion to endorse.
I will make a motion to endorse the A&R. What's the address here?
It's 2 Payson Lane.
Is that 2 Payson Lane and
23 Park Street.
23 Park Street.
Is there a second?
Seconded.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any against or abstentions? And it's unanimous. We'll call Jesse back into the room. Jesse?
All right, thank you.
Yes, I
Pick
gotta
up those
sign.
Mylars tomorrow, or?
I don't see anywhere on here for me to endorse them. I have been a second eyes to it.
That one does. I can see them there.
I feel like I'm missing something, but
The block. You're probably missing the block.
Just gonna take
Yeah,
the side if that's all right.
You are right.
Probably have it on a non-plot
I thought I was
layer.
losing my mind on that one.
Yeah, no, you are correct.
But if you bring them to the planning office, I can find time in the next couple of days to swing by.
Swing through.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry for that mix up.
It's only for the 5 minutes of me scratching my head going, what's going on? Getting frank.
Like I said, I'm willing to bet it's on. You just turn the layer on.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, folks. Have a good night. All right.
Yeah, we see it. and then-
Pick up the
yeah,
Mylar.
we send it to Ellen.
Where you want, we can pick up that one.
When you drop off the other ones.
Do that so you're not rushing, right?
All right. City councilors, welcome.
Yes, welcome.
All right. So next item on the agenda is public meeting in accordance with Mass General Laws, Chapter 48, Section 5, Easthampton Planning Board and City Council Ordinance Subcommittee to hold the following joint public hearing to amend Section 10.069B and 2.1 of the Easthampton zoning ordinance to 1, remove time restrictions for political lawn signs, and 2, to add a definition for surveyor to the definitions section. So folks want to explain? Oh, you guys open up, sorry.
So this is the city council ordinance meeting for October 15th. Calling to order. Motion to call.
I'll make a motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Great. So we have the two, ordinance changes in front of us. The first being section 10.096B, regarding, political signage. And essentially this is a violation of First Amendment speech. And so this is a legal matter that we have to, remove, kind of the time constraints in which, residents can have political signage kind of in their yard. So instead of having the limitation of, I think it's a set period of time before and 7 days after, we have to remove that entirely, to protect First Amendment speech.
Makes sense to me.
We started like 8 years ago because basically the whole sign ordinance is content-based and really the whole thing needs to be fixed. But,
Yep.
Yeah, we've been through this, at least some
Many
of us.
times. Completely agree, it's gotta go.
Yeah, wait, what?
Finding it. Completely agree, that language has to go.
Yep.
Low-hanging fruit.
Okay, so did we vote on that or?
Yeah, so
We
we,
make a recommendation to the city council to follow your
Yeah.
recommendation, right?
Yeah.
Motion to recommend to city council that the language be stricken related to signage.
So seconded.
all those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Ken?
Aye.
Ken, right?
It's too bad.
One done.
Perfect. Well, that was easy. And the second is, related to definition, adding the definition of surveyor. We had, a resident who was actually by profession a surveyor, and he reached out to us saying, this is too vague. This is an indication that anybody can provide, or do a survey, and you actually have to be registered, to be a surveyor in Massachusetts. And as it is, it could be a surveyor from Connecticut or any other state. And so, we're reaching out to you all, and after, speaking to Associate Planner Maxfield, City Planner Rossini, Interim City Building Commissioner Flagg, they recommended adding the following definition, in the zoning ordinance, section 2.1, to read surveyor, a surveyor registered in Massachusetts by the Board of Registration and Professional Engineers and Land Surveyors with up-to-date licenses, or up-to-date license. And so we would like for that to be added to the, ordinance, that ordinance section.
Can I ask a question about that? Is up-to-date license,
I would say current.
yeah, that's the
That's
only thing
usually
that
how we
starts me,
do
like, I
it
completely agree that
as
this
an
is a good
engineer on
definition in
that
there.
board in that. And we usually say currently licensed instead of.
Yep.
License.
The current license, yeah.
Yeah, current license.
That's it, otherwise.
I motion to, change or add the definition as amended at tonight's meeting.
I'll second that.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Great.
Great, thank you so much.
Easy,
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Yeah. Dylan, did you want to talk about your memo here on updates, or is that just for us to read in our own time?
Megan mentioned kind of what's going on with it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to let you guys know, the zoning board of appeals had a big year this year. A lot of little things, that came through them as well for special permits and variances, but the big one being, the 40B over at 385 Main Street that passed at their last meeting. We got the decision filed with the city clerk, on October 3rd. So right now we're in the appeals period. No appeals have been filed as of yet, but that won't end until Wednesday next week. But that's the one to build 40 units, or to rehab 40 units that are already there, and to construct 87 additional new units. All will be affordable, and all will be contributing towards Easthampton's goal of 10% affordable housing. So that one's, assuming no appeal, that one's kind of done in the planning side of things. And then just the update within the planning department. We're still looking for a director. We've got some interviews coming up. But we have a senior planner who's filled that position now. Johanna Stacy, who is our CDBG grant coordinator. She has, as I said there, she's had 7 years of experience as a planner in Northampton. She's got a master's degree in planning. So there's a lot of overlap between the senior planner position and the CDBG grant coordinator position, so it was kind of a natural fit to go to that. And then Cassie, we have now gotten somebody in for our conservation agent, Eva Gerstel, a little bit about her as well, graduate from UMass Amherst with natural resource conservation and math. She's got it all going on. And yeah, she worked at Connecticut DEP before joining us. So we are starting to get some folks in there. We're also interviewing for the CDBG planner right now as well. So hopefully for the next time we all talk, we'll have even more positions filled. But those are just kind of the basic updates that have been happening, kind of as I haven't seen you folks in quite some time.
I know.
It's been a while.
Well, thank you for all you've been doing down there too.
Quick question about that. The senior planner position, you said it has been filled. Have they started the job? Has it
Yep.
begun?
Yes, they are there. They were doing it before officially getting the title anyways. So it was kind of like, all right, well, you're in the office, you're doing the job. Now you are the senior planner. So we're moving in the right direction.
All right.
Motion to adjourn.
Seconded.
All right. Voting to adjourn. I'm sorry. Did you have something else? No.
We just need to adjourn
We have to adjourn
You
too.
want to adjourn before we do?
Oh, I see.
Well, I wasn't sure the process.
I don't think it really matters.
I'm sure
in battle.
Should we give it to them?
Sure. We can
I
pause our
withdraw
motion.
my motion.
It's your meeting, so I wasn't sure if we had to do it first. I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
The parentheses.
Exactly. That's what
Motion
we.
to adjourn.
Yeah.
We'll set, I'll
Oh,
second.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Voting to
Second.
adjourn. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.